Back? Yeah, that's actually. When you go back. This position. Do you feel anything? It's an irritation. Yeah. You know this irritation? No? I know. You make the other side. Is there also an irritation? A little bit. A little bit. Once again here. More or equal?
갑자기 단어를 해야
Random.
Instability.
Oh, yes.
한 20년 전, 15년 전쯤.
There was some location before 15 years ago.
15.
15 years ago.
50 years ago. 50 years ago. Okay. You go in this position. Okay. No problem. Oh, there is a little weakness. This is a test for abductor supraspinatus and infraspinatus. It's more infraspinatus. You go in this position. So this would be an indicator more to treat first the infraspinatus and not the supraspinatus. But we go now on the supraspinatus. Okay. On your front side. Front.
이 검사법 같은 경우에는 인프라나 스포라 두 가지 다 검사를 할 수가 있는 건데 근데 지금 스포라스카이나토스를 검사를 하고 있습니다.
Okay. Palpation again. Pen. One. Q. So again, I have acromion. And then, yeah, it's bigger, it's like this here. I have the spina. Up to the middle border. I have the angulus superior. Well, I have it in this direction. So, if I want to diagnose my fascial trigger points, I follow which criteria? Taut band, spot tenderness,
Pain.
pain recognition. And here I have a little problem. How to feel the taut band? Why is this a problem? Because the trapezius overlies the supraspinatus, and so I see there are situations where I can't get these three criteria. So if possible, we follow these three criteria, but here it's not possible. So I have to change. For these three criteria, I have one criteria I can't reach, the taut band. 3 minus 1 gives 2. So we have two criteria, spot tenderness and pain recognition. So how to diagnose the spot tenderness? There are two ways. One way is, oh, I don't know in English. You will see. I know here must be the supraspinatus. I can't palpate it directly, but I know, because I know the reference points from the bones, it has to be, without doubt. So, I can start like this. I know under the trapezius here will be supraspinatus. I start with the pressure. Okay. 1. And then I make a dislocation. I make the same pressure. It's more or less pain. Equal. I go third position. More or less? Less. So I know here will not be the trigger point. I go back in this area. More or less. And here, more or less. Equal. And here, more. And here,
less,
and here,
less,
and here,
more.
more. Now you see, I know here is the area spot tenderness. Huh? I can.
지금 우리가 세 가지 그 임상 진단 기준 트리거 포인트에 대해서 알고 있는데 여기 스프라스파이너투스 같은 경우에는 트랩 머슬들에 의해서 가려져 있기 때문에 파운트밴드를 찾는 것에 조금 한계가 있습니다. 그래도 우리가 그거 하나 말고 두 가지 기준이 더 있잖아요. 그래서 지금 방금 파운트밴드를 찾는 과정을 생략하고 스파 텐더니스를 찾기 위해서 여기 눌러보면서 느낌을 물어보는 거예요.
Okay. So I start with the criterion 2.
Roland, how do we know that this spot is from supraspinator or from the trapezius muscle?
Super, we will speak about. Next step is very important. Next step is I have the criterion 2, spot tenderness. Now I am looking for pain recognition. This is next point. Does it hurt?
Oh,
Yeah. Local or referred pain?
local.
Local. Okay. Now it would, you know this pain? No. So it's a latent trigger point. But if now we could reproduce the symptoms of the patient, it would be an active trigger point. And you're absolute correctly, how can I know the trigger point lies in the trapezius or in the supraspinatus? This I have to differentiate. It's no problem. Now I know I have an active trigger point in the trapezius or in the supraspinatus, and to distinguish, I rest on this point and I take just the supraspinatus with pincer grip. And if I can now reproduce the same pain, patient is familiar, I know the problem, trigger point in the trapezius. But if it hurts now, but it's not the pain familiar with, then I know the problem is in the supraspinatus. Okay? So you can differentiate without problem. Or, please.
자, 질문은 트라페지우스랑 스파이너투스의 그 각각 어디서 나오는 아픔점인지 어떻게 할 수 있냐는 질문이었고, 그래서 이제 증상 유발을 통해서 할 건데, 그러면은 두 가지 근육에 대해서 다 압통을 넣어보는 겁니다. 그래서 방금 한 거는 이렇게 어퍼트랩이랑 같이 잡아가지고 통증을 유발을 한 건데, 이때랑 다른지, 아니면은 요거 한 거랑 그 개별적으로 스파이너투스에 대한 압통적으로 유발한 거랑 같이 이렇게 잡아서 한 거랑 또 다른지 같은지 그걸 본다는 겁니다. 그렇게 해서 두 개를 구분할 수가 있다.
아니 그러니까 처음에 슈프라를 했을 때 통증이 재현된다고 쳤을 때 이 통증이 트라페지우스의 통증 때문에 일 수도 있잖아요. 그걸 감별하기 위해서 핀서 그립으로 해보는 거죠. 핀서 그립 했을 때는 트라페지우스밖에 안 되기 때문에 그때 통증이 재현된다면 트라페지우스의 문제고, 그래도 통증이 재현이 안 되고 원래 그 처음에 했던 통증이 그대로 나타나지 않는다면 얘는 슈프라의 문제라고 생각하시면 된다 이 말이죠.
Yeah. Perfect. Then a second way to find, we had first way with this provocation 3 or 4 times. Second way is I start here with a deep pressure. I take a little bit of massage milk. I go very deep, and now I make a technique 3, like with a plow. It's equal. And you see, I find exactly the same spot. Oh. Yeah, this is trapezius. Okay. So with this technique 3, I can make diagnosis 2. This is very, very efficient because I treat and I make diagnosis at the same time. So I am looking for the hot spots, the spots with tender spots, and I'm on the same point. Okay, and then I have the spot tenderness. I am looking here for reproduction for pain.
이렇게 아까 기법 3 같은 경우에는 이제 치료로도 적용할 수도 있고 이제 로랜드 같은 경우에는 요거 자체로 하면서 이제 팔페이션과 동시에 자기가 진단을 찾기도 한답니다. 치료와 동시에 쭉 훑는 거죠.
So we can find the trigger points.
그래서 이렇게
To treat the trigger points, it's very heavy for my finger, and so I take a wooden tool.
이 엄지에 엄청나게 힘이 들어가는 거라서 아프거나 손가락이 이러면은 이렇게 우든 툴을 사용할 수가
The
있어요.
diagnosis I make with my fingers, but to treat I don't press with the finger because it hurts too much. Huh? I take a wooden tool and you see I can take it like this. It's very important, and then I can push with my weight. Huh? It's important not to make like this, because like this you have to press again with your fingers. You have a little benefit, but if you can press with here with the palm, then you can, without finger activation, you can treat it perfectly.
그래서 스프라스파이너투스, 트라페지우스가 아니고 스프라스파이너투스라고 판단이 되면은 이제 프레셔를 압력을 더 깊게 넣어야 됩니다. 밑에 있는 근육이니까. 그런 경우에는 자기는 이제 다이그노시스를 결정할 때는 감각에서 손으로 하는데 치료를 할 때는 이렇게 내 부담을 안 주기 위해서 이제 툴을 씁니다.
And I treat like this. Which technique we perform?
여기가 보시는 게
2A, you see, same. Or I say I stay here, and you come with your arm in this position, and then in this position again. Oh, excuse me. You change in this position, yes, and outside. And inside, which technique? Yeah, B. Okay, and this is
the shape like that.
yeah. You see. Okay. This is the must program. Now there is a supplementary program. I show a specific technique for those who are just familiar. If it's too much, you don't practice it. But you can reach a part of the supraspinatus directly. I have to show it from the You see, the supraspinatus is in this fossa supraspinata, and I can palpate here the angulus superior, and from the angulus superior I can go directly on the muscle. It looks like this. May I sit? So I like to sit because I have to be deep. If I'm here, I have to make like this. I go up a little bit.
이 스프라스파이너투스를 직접적으로 치료하는 거는 좀 연습이 되지 않으면은 이렇게 많이 힘들 수도 있습니다. 방금 포지션에서. 그래서 좀 더 선택하기 쉬운 거를 지금부터 알려줄 거고, 그 중에서 자기가 이제 좀 더 딥프레싱을 넣을 때는 여기서 하는 게 아니고 이 지금 같은 자세에서 할 거고, 자세한 거는 또
Okay. I take a little bit of massage milk because I have to perform a technique 4 first. I'm on the ventral border of the upper trapezius. So I have to find here this ventral border again. We practice it. I go on the ventral border, and then I go with 1 or 2 fingers. I rest here and I make passively an elevation of the scapula. With this hand, you see in this position, I can lift it, shift it upward, and here with this part of my hand, I'm at the acromion. Here I can make depression, and here elevation. And moving like this, I be aware I'm ventral from the trapezius. The trapezius is relaxed, and here I can feel the angulus superior of the scapula, the bone. It's very easy to feel here. I move and I feel, oh, it's a heart, it's the bone. And from this point, I go laterally, and then I press in the fossa supraspinata, and here I am on the supraspinatus. Okay.
손톱 때문에. Because of your name.
Yeah. This is also a part
어쨌든
of the
포지션에 대해서 이게 딥하게 스파라스파이너투스에 들어갈 때는 손을 이용해서 엘리베이션을 시키면은 이 트라페지우스가 이완되는 포지션에서 요 사이로 가쪽으로 여기서 가쪽으로 들어가고 있습니다. 가쪽으로 가운데 middle finger.
Huh?
middle.
Okay. Huh?
It doesn't matter what or which one finger you use.
You can try it like this or like this. I
노래도
prefer
되고
the
노래도
third one.
되고.
Or you can make like this, but I prefer this one. And then if you stay here, you can say, please come with your elbows outside. Yes, the hand rests on the bed. And now you go in this direction again. Yes, and you come outside. Perfect. And so sometimes you can feel the abduction. Not every time, but sometimes you can feel more and less tension on the supraspinatus. This is a confirmation.
항상은 아니고 이렇게 주동 작용을 계속 반복시켜 봤을 때 항상은 아니고 가끔 근육이 텐션이 생기고 안 생기고를 느낄 수가 있다고 합니다.
I'm performing this. It's which technique?
이거 무슨
2B again. Exactly. Okay. Yes. You can try it or you can leave it away. But first, this orientation and then you go on this pose. Yes, please.
일단 찾는 거를 시작으로 해서
Thank you so much. Yeah.